Welcome, welcome. Kind of spotlight Gabby and myself. Hello, everybody. Welcome to everyone to the Mentor Monday. This is our favorite day of the week. And today, Gabriela Daughtrey and Platinum International and myself, Claudia Bohorquez, we're going to be hosting, presenting, and asking you to be part of this too. So first of all, let's hear from Gabie so she can greet her team and greet everyone around the world, and then we can start.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. It's a beautiful, sunny San Diego day. It's been raining like last week. It's crazy. And anyway, it was a nice weekend. I hope everyone had a great weekend. And gosh, we're already at the 11th day of March. Gosh, this year's gone by so fast. And we have convention almost a month away. Who's excited? Who's gonna go? Put a little hand up. Yes, it's convention coming up. It's gonna be so much fun. If you can go, please, there's still time. There's still time to buy your ticket for convention and your airline ticket. So just I hope to see you there. So Claudia, what do we have today?
Gabie, our topic for today, we chose something very interesting, and it's the role of woman in the network marketing world. And we've done this topic. It's one of our favorites. Gabie and I can spend hours talking about why network marketing is the most incredible opportunity for women. And so I prepared a little presentation, just a short one, because I want to give some stats. Then Gabie and I are going to have a conversation where I'm going to be asking her some questions. Some of you may not know, but this woman here is our top leader in For Life Research, the company that we have chosen to partner with. And why this is so important is because we are a growing, steady, debt-free company, and we want to bring this company out there more to the world. So we are very particular because we have a science like no other. And we may not be the loudest in the town. We don't come out as the shiny, bright star of network marketing, but man, we are solid. I love how solid we are. So we're not specifically going to talk just about For Life. We're going to talk about network marketing and how Gabie and her husband have been able to build through the last 25 years a team that has signed up over 2 million people. And so Gabie has been able to be an incredible support to her husband, who has been opening every country in the world. And she herself has traveled to so many countries. So we're going to touch on the woman's role and the woman's side in network marketing because it's March and it's Women's Day. Women's International Day Friday, so we call it Women's Month, actually. Okay, let's start. You'll have a chance to comment. There's our Facebook Live. And let me go to this presentation. So it's about 3 slides. Don't worry, it's not going to be long, but it's going to be interesting. Present. Okay, so why we chose the title or the beginning of this title, it was not just the role of woman, but we wanted every woman in the room and every woman on our Facebook Live to value herself. Because a lot of the times we do not value our own selves in our industry, and this is why other people do not value us. So that's why we chose that title. I want you to take that into your heart and keep it. And with that, let's talk a little bit about why women are good in network marketing. Network marketing is a people business. It is based on building strong customer relationships, and women know the importance of a relationship. So they are great listeners. We have an ability to relate to other women's situations, and this helps us understand what is the customer need at that specific time. And so it doesn't mean that men are not good at that, but we are the ones that were created to talk. Let's go back a little bit into the era of the caveman. Men were hunters. They were supposed to, sharpen their knife and go out and bring the food. And what did women do? Women stayed home and they stayed in the village. They were picking up the seed and the crops. They were gathering. And as they gathered the food to intended to the children, they talked about where the best stream of water was so that they could go get the safest water, where the best berries were, and at the same time they just prepare. And so this is where the role of women as social beings start. Man, they had one thing to do. They needed to come back with food. That's what men were. That's why God built man stronger, faster, and better in what they are meant to do, which is the leadership of the household. That does not mean that we were not good in what God intended us to do. We are there to support the community or the tribe in what is best given to us. So when we try and become equals, God did not intended us to be equal. We are there to support our husbands and our partners and with the gifts that we have been given. And so I always tell my son, it doesn't mean that I am weaker. Because as you guys know, if you have a male boy, or if, I don't know, with the husbands, but mainly with the male boys, they want to open something and they'll just find a way to do it the hard way, with strength. And women, what we tend to do is use our brains because we don't have the strength they have. So we go to the kitchen and we grab maybe like a rubber glove or whatever you ladies grab, and then we open it without any problem, right? Or we heat up the cap. So we use more our brains. Does that make us weaker? Absolutely not. We just have to get more creative. Does that make us more intelligent? Absolutely not. They just are led by force, and they have different hormones. They have testosterone. We have lower levels of the male hormone that makes them the way they are. So just to start that, and going into network marketing is the same thing. We don't go into network marketing with brute force. And so for women, it's a great way to socialize. It's a great way to listen to others, to see how we can meet up at a halfway point and see where we can partner. And so it's a great industry for us. And this is the part I wanted to talk about, which is the statistics. Now, these are not only for women, but before Gabie, I'm going to ask Gabie some questions. And also you can please chat in that chat about this so we can read what you think. I want you to look at this, mainly in the US. I didn't want to take the African numbers because I would have taken forever. So let's just work with the US numbers for today. These are from 2020, by the way. There are over 116 million people involved in network marketing worldwide. There are 36 million network marketing millionaires around the world. Approximately 1 in every 545 US citizens receives income from network marketing. That one, I want to stop there for a second. I want you to read that one. 1 in 545 US citizens receives income in network marketing. Network marketers who have been in the industry for over 5 years make an average of $110,000 per year. And by the way, where did I get? Oh, I deleted the source where I got this. Sorry, I can give it to you at the end just for the purpose of being compliant. So this I gathered from a couple of Google sites, and so there may not be exact, but that specific blog that I got it from had the resources. I deleted them without meaning to, so I'll just add them at the end or on the chat. Because it stopped on each one of them, and I only chose one of it. So the most important marketing statistics, again, just a couple more. 14% of network marketers have been in the business for 3 to 4 years. People aged 35 to 44 make up the largest demographic of network marketers, comprising 30% of the market. Direct selling companies have generated, we know it's been over $4 billion now in retail sales. 79% of people believe that attending events makes them more engaged with their product or business. And last that I chose, network marketers age 18 to 23 represent 8% of the industry. I'm going to stop in one, which is the one that I was interested in, which is the network marketer in women, 68. I know Michael said 77. And again, it could be anywhere from 70 to 80, depending on who did the statistic. So let's just be, 75%. This statistic is significant in the context of network marketing millionaires statistics because it highlights the fact that women are increasingly becoming successful in the network marketing industry. It shows that women are not only capable of achieving success in this field, but that they're also actively pursuing it. This statistic is a testament to the fact that women are increasingly becoming empowered to take control of their financial future and are achieving success in the network marketing industry. So there's a lot on that paragraph alone. And I'll tell you that one of the reasons I was speaking to my sister, and it was also something I posted in Facebook, is the fact that women 50 years ago, or even men, or let's even just say marriages were different. And so if you look at a marriage 50 years ago, the man was working, the woman was staying at home, and the divorce rates were very low. And nowadays, divorce rates are really high. So if the woman was doing the same thing that they did 50 or 60 years ago, she would be pretty much left in the street. So she needs to protect herself because as divorces rise, women feel that they are unprotected because they have lost all that time, not lost that time, but invested the time in having the children, raising the children, having another child, raising the child. By the time she finishes with her third or fourth or fifth child, she has not had time to do her career, to finish her master, to get ahead in her job employment. So this is why network marketing is so highly pursued nowadays if moms still want to be moms. Network marketing is a lucrative business opportunity that has seen tremendous growth over the past few years, with 82% of women making over $100,000 annually through network marketing and 36 million millionaires around the world. It's clear to see why so many people are drawn to this industry. 36 million millionaires with network marketing. That's incredible. Despite high first-year attrition rates, and I had to look up the word attrition. I don't know if you guys know what attrition means, but it means people that, when the numbers come down, so when people leave. So this part I added because it is very important to recognize that a lot of people try it and they go. Try it and they don't like it. Try it and they quit. And so that's okay. Look at this, 50 to 80% leave on the first year. And even then, there are 116 million people involved in network marketing, with approximately 1 in 545 of every US citizen earning an income from it. So even though we lose 50 to 80 on the first year, so they try it, they don't like it. And this is why I want everyone to stay with that, which is if they say no, it's okay. If they leave, it's okay. But you need to find more. This one's a little long, but that is my last one, which is the overall summary. So overall sales within network marketing have grown significantly since 2013, and Asia Pacific accounts for 44% of total sales in the global market. Network marketers who have been in the industry for more than 5 years can make an average of 110,000, while only 3% reach top-tier compensation structures. So we know, if we look at our own chart, that less than 1% of our company is a platinum or platinum elite. So this is just what it is. The US, which makes up 20% of global market share, generated over $3 billion in retail sales alone in 1 year. Customers also received nearly $25 billion worth of commissions via network marketing during 2019. In 2020, 33% operated part-time, 33% part-time, 14% had been working at their company between 3 to 4 years. 35 to 44-year-olds made up 30% of the demographic. 79% believe that attending events increases their business, and 8% were 18 to 23-year-olds, and 1% was the annual growth rate globally. Oh, there they are. Thank you. I just realized that I do have where we gather these statistics from. So why I wanted to start with those stats is because it gives us, oh, escape. Okay, let me stop that share. It's so nice when your mouse doesn't want to work. 1 second, please. Okay, so while I figure out how to escape this page and go back to my stop share, I'll let Gabie start talking while I figure out how to get this stop share here. Gabie, what do you think about those stats? I have a couple of questions I want to ask you, but I have a little technical issue here, so I'll give you the word.
You know, for me, I don't know why, is it maybe because I don't like math, but to me, it's like, yeah, the stats are interesting, but in real life, you know, what do we want from our business? You know, it's interesting to see statistics, and, you know, obviously we make up statistics, you know, numbers, and, you know, just like in every, I guess, every business, every occupation, everything we do is a statistic. But like I said, you know, what do you want? Where do you want your business to go? What are you willing to do? How much time are you willing to put into your business every day? Because this business, really, if you have a passion for it, you'll succeed in whatever it means to succeed. What does it mean to succeed for you? And I found this on the internet. It says 15 Grow Model Goal Coaching Questions. And this is something there's a lot, it's 15 questions basically that you yourself have to answer. It's like a workshop type thing. Just for time's sake, I probably will put it in the chat after the call. But let me know if I have time to read the 15 or if I could.
You can start. Let's do one at a time, and then we can ask people to talk, and then I have some questions for you. So why don't we start with 1 or 2, and then we'll take it from there.
Okay. All right. So question number 1 is, where do you most want to see change in your life? I think a lot of people can probably answer that question. Now, obviously, with every answer, there's going to be you're going to have to make some changes in your life. So where do you most want to see change in your life? I mean, I guess that could be almost everything in your life. Whether it's be more consistent, be more goal-oriented, you know. So Claudia, where would you want to make the most changes in your life?
At this time, just because the last 11 years, I have dedicated so much time to building a good, strong foundation in family and time with Mateo. At this time of my life, the biggest change is financial. I put it on my prayer this morning to God. I said, God, multiply my team. Give me the woman that I can work with. Give me the people to build. And so at this time, it's very clear, and it's career. But a couple of years ago, it was marriage, because I had just gotten married. And a few years before that, it was Mateo, because I wanted to make sure Mateo had a stable. So it changes with time, right? But definitely right now, my team, and I'm very clear, it's not only finances, because I have another business. I'm an interpreter and a translator. I don't want to grow in that one. I'm like, Lord, thank you for giving me that business, but I want to grow my network marketing team. So I think we have to be very clear to ask God in those prayers, when some people are putting finances, but finances in which way? Like through your job, because you could get a raise. If you're like, God, increase my finances, and then God gives you a raise, do you want more hours? Like they might ask you for more hours, or you might get a second job, right? Or an opportunity to study a second career. So because we're talking about network marketing, the question is, what is your goal in this time of your life and in your network marketing lifestyle? Because network marketing is a lifestyle. So I would be asking people, what is your network marketing goal? Because it goes with time, and it goes with finance, and it goes with career, and it goes with health, right? But to be more specific with those.
Right. Well, everyone, let me see. Does one more person want to share? Where do you most want to see changes in your life? And I don't think many people really think about that until they're probably tired of their jobs. I don't think teenagers think about that, or young adults, but the older we get, the more we have that question, I guess.
I opened the mics, so I want to read some of the ones that are coming in. Marcus says self-esteem, because it's important to raise in women the belief that I can succeed. And Susan says, thanks for the reminder in being more specific in those goals. And Susan also says, I see how men can have a lot of women in their teams. Very good. Very good. Let's go to the second question, Gabby.
Okay, so when do you want to have achieved this by? So you have to give yourself a deadline. You can't just assume, oh, someday I want to have a big house and a car and money. It's not a wish list. You have to work for it. I mean, it can be on your bucket list, which a bucket list usually is what it is. It's about life goals. But you have to have a deadline.
Tell that story, please. Share with us. I know the story, but I want you to share with the audience when Dave and you made the goal that you would reach the $100,000 goal per month. How did you guys sit down and say, okay, we're going to reach the $100,000 goal per month? How did that happen?
Well, let me tell you something. Back when Dave and I first started and we signed that For Life app and went to corporate, excuse me, for the first time, to me, gosh, making that kind of money was outrageous. It was like, no way, no one can make that kind of money. I don't even think doctors make that kind of money. I mean, they make good money. Let me get, doctors, obviously, when you think of someone that has good money, it's doctors, lawyers, dentists, people that went to school for a very long time and they got good at what they did. But, I believe in the law of manifestation too. But you have to work for it, okay? That means that you read, that you dissect you just sit down and you do the homework, whatever it is that you want to do, okay? That's how people get good at what they do. Things are not just going to land on your lap. You have to work for it. You have to gain the knowledge. You do have to have, like I said, a passion for it. And, I mean, it can be as easy as loving a lotion, a skincare product, a protein bar, a product that we have. It can be as simple as that. It's, oh my gosh, I love this product so much. I want to talk about it. So you go and you find all the information there is on your app. And that week, take the time to learn what the ingredients are and why they're better than any other energy drink. Why? You just sit down and you write them down and you review them every day. And then you get good at it, So, it's that simple. It's that simple. And then when people, you say, oh my gosh, this energy drink has a good immune boost in it. And people are going to say, oh, I need immunity. Who doesn't need immunity? then you know, just give them a sample, or you could even sell your sample too. I mean, people are more up to taking something that costs them, I think, it's either their time or money. It's just, that's why a lot of these, like Tony Robbins charges people, maybe if it's even a little bit, but people value what they pay for.
That's very good, Gabby. And I wanted to go back to the fact that a lot of us forget to make that goal because we just want to survive and make sure that we have enough money to pay our bills. And so we make a budget and we make it according to the expenses that we have. So when Gabby says power of manifestation, what she's saying is, if you're saying, okay, I have to pay $1,000 for rent, $300 of groceries, $300 for the car, and then you say, okay, my expenses are $5,000 a month, or in your currency. And if you focus that you need to make $5,000, then your reptilian brain, your conscious brain, will make what you need, but it will not go above that exterior of what is safe. And so it will help you work, and it will help you succeed in exactly that. So I remember when Gabby told me that story, and Dave says it all the time, that they made that goal, that they would make $100,000 per month. So not per year, which is what a lot of us say, wow, if I could make $100,000 per year, that's about $8,000 a month. And so making $8,000 a month, and if somebody, Susan or Mercy or Michael, can help me transfer that into Kenyan shillings, that's a lot of money. And in other countries that are not America, you can live very, very wealthy with that amount of money. But Gabby and Dave, they said, we want to reach $100,000 a month, because that is the part where I want you to focus on. Gabby.
Oh, I just wanted to say, we sat down and we actually wrote our goals on a piece of paper. And, you have to say, okay, if I want to make this kind of money, let's say I want to go diamond, how many people do I need to talk to? Then how many people need to sign up? And then out of those people, how many people, after seeing what we have left, after talking maybe let's say to 100 people, maybe only of those 100 people, only 10 people take this business seriously. And out of those 10 people, which ones are your leaders? You have to identify the leaders, okay? And I mean, we've worked with so many people in over 25 years, and some come and go, but you need to identify those people, okay? And you need to have a heart-to-heart talk with them too, and say, Claudia, I see you are so gifted at this or at that. You're really good in communicating and delegating, and those are great qualities. I would love for you to work with me, and let's build together. Because Claudia might be thinking, without telling me, that she is struggling in some way and she can't do this. But if I tell her she has these potentials, she might change her mind, because she may feel, gosh, I could be, in 5 years, I could retire from my job and do this full time. Anyway, Claudia, I'm just so glad that you're here.
So the next part I'm going to do, I want to give the word to Ingrid, and I'm going to show you a short YouTube video. I'm going to actually show you 2 short videos. It's less than 3 minutes. But Ingrid, I think you wanted to talk before I go into that segment. Ingrid Belen. Ingrid? No? You can take your mic off, by the way. She raised her hand, but now she brought it down. Okay.
No, it was a mistake, but yeah, I am listening to what you guys have been saying.
Oh, Tony.
It's really nice when, your upline say, hey, I believe in you. You can do it. Let's do it together. Let's work shoulder with shoulder. And that's perfect. I love this. And if we have that support from the upline, then we can, like little babies, at the beginning, and then after they can get the graduation as teenagers and do the job by themselves. But yeah, this is I really appreciate this, Claudia and Gabriel. Yeah.
Very good. Thank you, Ingrid. Well, she knows I do believe in her. So I'm going to go use the phone because I'm having issues with my mouse. So let me just share the questions that I had prepared, and then I'm going to show you a short video, one of Gabby and one of another woman, just because it helps me with the questions. I want everybody here, woman and man, especially woman, why do you think it's easier to be successful for a woman in the network marketing industry than in other careers? I want you to write it on the chat. If you want to raise your hand, I also want you to be bold and say, I believe that women can be more successful in network marketing than in other careers because, and I will show you a video what I think about that. I want you to think of that first question. Gabby, keep that one. And then the second one is, what do you think it takes for women to be successful in network marketing? Okay, we'll go to the other two in a minute. Gabby, let's start. I'll ask you first. Why do you think women can be more successful in this type of business, in a network marketing industry?
Well, first of all, we're more social. It's more acceptable for me to say, oh my gosh, what perfume are you wearing? Going up to a woman, and as a matter of fact, I did that the other day. I'm like, oh my gosh, your perfume is really, it smells amazing on you. What is it? And the lady told me what it was. And but if a man does it, they feel like you're hitting on them. I mean, I find it that way, like, oh gosh, don't go there. But
somebody's sharing their screen. Sorry, one second.
More social. We're more open to like with when my kids went to when they were little and they played sports. You're more apt to volunteer. We're more we're just so much more easier to mother. We're very we see things. We see people's needs, I guess, in many ways, like, especially when you're trying to build a business, you think, oh my gosh, what can I do to probably talk about my products? Well, then you go, maybe I can ask whatever organization you're with, like in my case, church, maybe I can ask one of my church leaders, hey, can I do a segment on facials or skincare or something? We're just more open to do things that we can share our products through. Even when we go get facials, take your aqua products and say, can you please use my aquas, my Glacier Glow and my mask after my treatment, because it's, this is what I love. This is what, and people are going to ask you, what is this? Especially, at the spa, they're going to ask you, what is this? And obviously, that's when we tell them. So we're more apt to sharing, and I think a man is not going to do that as easy. I know Dave wouldn't.
Yes, I'm glad he didn't. Mati, you have the hand up. Let's talk. Let's listen from Mati.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. Good afternoon. Sorry, it's 1 almost 2 p.m. here in Canada. And the thing is, we're more social and social person, but we can share. For example, in my premenopause or menopause group on Facebook, we can share, or on Instagram in general, more our personal emotions. So the same thing is like we're having a suffering or how you say, going through in life. And for me, it's easier with the ladies. I'm married also. We know I have a bad experience online with men, because they're all normally looking for something else. Sorry for the men here, but I feel like, yeah, I want to help them, the ladies, after 35, 40 years old. And the other thing that you said, Claudia, is why.
So the first question was, why do you think women are more successful or could be more successful in a network marketing industry than in another career? And the other one is, what do you think it takes to be successful for a woman in network marketing?
Okay, we can be more successful because of the we're a mothers, like Gabriela said, and we're a mom and a wife. We work with we're multitasking. We do everything. I think we have that virtue. I'm not sure the word in English. Virtue. And virtue. Okay. And also, I think we need to get more confidence. That's my case. I'm working on that every day. My personal growth. And since I started 4 years ago with For Life, I changing my life for good. I'm feeling motivated, happy. Even my mom said, everyone, wow, you're super happy. It's not all about money. It's about I found something. I found in my motivation in life, that's something I always wanted, and that's why I'm getting confidence. I'm feeling better. I'm loving myself every day more and working different things and personal growth with books and everything and courses. And yeah, that's why. I'm not sure if I can answer that with that.
That's very good. Actually, you did a lot more than I expected. So it's great because she hit on many of the values that, because the talk is about valuing yourself, she actually said, I'm working on becoming more courageous and more, but she said, but I'm confident and I'm having fun. And that is exactly what happens, that, you know, a lot of men just go to work and they don't really have fun at work. They just work because they need to provide, you know, like they went out and they got the hunting deer, you know, when they were doing that, their goal was, I got to get food home. So nowadays for men is very similar. It's like they're built that way genetically. They have to bring the deer home. And for us, we are more social. We are definitely, you know, into sharing and networking with other women, something that we like. And they don't share. They're just like, you know, I got to work and I got to bring what I need to bring home. So I'm going to try and see if I can share this with you, and say try because my mouse is a little funny, but okay. So a couple of years ago, I need to do sound. 1 second, please. Where's that mouse again? I might not be able to share it if I continue to have issues. Here's my little hand. Oh no. 1 second. Oh no. Michael, can you stop my screen share? It's just that I'm having a lot of issues. Can you stop my screen share? Can force shot the screen share? Oh.
Hey there, it's Dallas, and we're gonna have a family.
Michael, can you I don't know if Michael's there.
There's a lot to discuss, including
Bansy's another co-host. Bansy, can you stop my screen share?
Honest with you at all times, sharing as
let
much
me see.
Claudia. Good or bad.
1 second.
And,
Okay, no, I got it.
As is reflected in the title of this video.
I just need to stop
share
that
with you.
video in the back. Okay, I wasn't
First.
able to share, but I'll tell you the story. I'll tell you the story of this woman. And I wanted to show one of Gabie, but what I'll do is I'll share it in the chat. I have 2 videos, one of Gabie. It's one of my favorites. It's like a 2-minute clip, or I'll do it from the phone in a minute at the end. There. Okay, so.
I can see you now.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so let me tell you the story. And I just wanted to actually show Gabie and show the other lady, and because I have them both on my channel. And it was like an idea that I had at that time, and it was called Why Not You? And I love it because Gabie is doing a short clip that she did at convention. So I'm going to put that, or I'll show it from my phone in a minute. And Gabie, in 3 minutes, is able to empower this room of women with just like a very short speech. At that time, Gabie was not doing an actual speech. She always just introduces Dave, and then she has like a minute or two, because they have very limited time, to actually give her message in a very short way. So Gabie needs to have like 1, 2, or 3 minutes, no more than that, to give a lot of empowerment in such a short period of time so that she can introduce Dave, and then Dave can be the speaker, right? And so I have one of my favorite clips of Gabie, just very nice. And why I chose it is because I believe that the strength in network marketing is the strength that you have to be able to empower a large group of people with your voice. So for me, it was Gabie when she comes every single time and she does what she does, and Dave, right? But what I mean is we're talking about women, and she's able to impact a room of women. And I have to show you the video because you won't understand it unless you see her, because she was doing a woman's clip that moment.
I don't
So
know.
I'll show you that. I'll show you that. She doesn't know which one I'm going to show, but she'll remember. And the second one I have to show you is, and Evelise, I haven't missed your hand. It's just that I wanted to make sure I got these 2 videos done, and then I'm going to give the word to Evelise. The other clip is of a woman I actually met in a cruise. And this woman, I didn't know, she started talking to me, and I was like, wow, this woman's fantastic. And she was telling me, she didn't tell me that. I actually found out that she was in a Fortune magazine, and she was one of the 3 most powerful women in Germany. She was very humble. She didn't tell me that when I met her. But what she was saying was a couple of things that I want to point out. She was very powerful, and the one thing she told me in secret, meaning in a conversation and out of the job environment, is that she had to give up everything to get to where she got. So she was at the top of the top in career for women, and she said Germany is a very difficult country for a woman. So I thought, oh my goodness, if Germany is difficult, every country is difficult, right? Every country is difficult for being the top in your world. So this woman said, it cost me everything. This is the way she told me. It cost me everything because my husband was the one that had to raise my kids. I had to fight to get respect. I had to work longer hours than men. I had to do everything to be able to finally reach where I am. And I did it for one thing. I did it so that other women would have the way to do this easier. Like, I actually not only gave up my family for all of this, I never saw my kids, being raised. I never got home on time. I missed everything. I missed everything, she said. And I asked her, was it worth it? And she said it was worth it because I want other women to not have to go through what I went to. It was incredible. And she gives me her number, and then I find out that she's in Fortune magazine, and she's like even more important than she ever even told me. And I was like, oh my God, I feel like incredible that I got this. But she does give us a message in that video. So I'm going to look it up while Evelise talks, and I'm going to look up Gabie's clip. And I want you to compare both clips. And I want you to ask yourself, which woman would you want to be? Would you want to be Gabie, empowering hundreds and thousands of women with one speech in 3 minutes? Or do you want to be Regine, who had to give up her whole... And the one thing she told me also is that her husband had passed away, and that she had quit her job because she wanted to take care of the husband, and they did not allow her. She couldn't really do that. So she had actually quit everything she had done to take care of the husband who was dying. The husband had passed away, and now she was coming back to take, back her incredible positioning, in whatever company she was. So I'm going to show you both clips, but I'm going to leave Evelise. I'm going to let Gabie talk, and I'm going to find both clips to close with that. Evelise, you still want to talk?
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead. You have the word.
Sharing. It's
Please
just
share.
sharing the about when you ask about why we are more and have a tendency to be working in network marketing, and what we need to take to like grow in that area, like being in the network marketing. First of all, it's because of flexibility. For us, working in network marketing is flexible too, because usually we are the one who carry for the family. And whatever we decided to do, we had to do it with the children in hands, where the house had to be set, everything had to be done. And in the meantime, we had to do something to manage our own finances, or participate or support our family too. And I think this is the main factor to be in network marketing for women, because right away we see the flexibility. I say, oh, I can do that. I can talk, because we talk each other. We are not shy in that part. And when we find other to be shy, we usually like encourage them. We are good encouraging each other. Women are good in that and support each other. And I think this is making more easy for us to see our pathway in network marketing. I think, including myself, that will make it to get in network marketing grow for us, like it grow in that area. Finances talking, like it's when we believe that it's possible, that we don't have to do it no more like door to door, from park to park, when you just call your friend and say like, oh, I have something like a secret. You don't have to do it no more as a secret, because you can be professional. You can have that kind of money. You can earn and you can learn to manage and provide for your family. You can make that dream for them. We are so used to see the men create and make possible those dreams, the houses, the money. We see only the men in that picture. We are so used to that. And when we believe that it's possible for us to stand up as a Wonder Woman and say, I can do that. I can have that suit. I can have that car. I can provide a house. I can see my family in that vacation. I can see the account in my name. That's when we really put ourselves out and do whatever it takes. Or when you see yourself, usually they let you because you are so distracted. They call it distraction. When we start working hard in our side hustle, like we calling them, but it's network marketing. When we started working hard, then they call it distraction. And then you maybe lose you married. You maybe have to work harder to prove it that you can do this. And when you see that challenge, this is another way that you can take that decision a little more clear for yourself. Are you gonna do it or no? So this is my point of view. I being in those shoes, and yeah, family is always the best or the more important thing for women. And when we have children and family to take care of, doesn't matter as a brother or sister, you have to take care of your mother. When you have that power behind you, when you have that position that you have to do it, and when women go in network marketing, we all have that story. We all have that challenge. So that's my sharing for you guys.
Cigarettes stick up. But then I started losing my
Claudia, I can't hear you.
Evenly shared her testimonial last month on the other group, the evening group. So I'm going to have her actually share her testimonial soon, so that you guys hear in this Mentor Monday, so that you can understand where she's coming from with what she's saying. Because the day she shared her testimonial, almost no one knew it, and pretty much everybody in the room cried because it was such a powerful testimonial. So I found a way here faster to share with you this clip. And I'm going to probably share Gabby's first. Oh, Dr. Gina's trying to come in. Okay. Phone is so much easier. Oh, my goodness. Okay. Oh, I need sound on this one. 1 second. Sorry. I need to.
Can't hear you.
Test.
Can hear you now.
The single mothers with children, please stand up. I want to give you all a hand. I want to take the time to thank David and Bianca Lizenby, because without their vision, from the time we first went to go see them in 1988, we wouldn't have had this opportunity. When it was presented to Dave, and we talked about flying to Utah, I had no hesitation, because he was so optimistic, and that's one thing I loved about him. After everything he'd been through in the past, he was so optimistic and so ready to take on the world. And when this opportunity came to us, we didn't hesitate because of the involvement that we were going to be part of for life. Our lives have changed. If you would have told me when I was working at Walmart that I would be traveling the world and meeting people that have become part of my family, I wouldn't have believed you. I wouldn't have believed that in a million years. But it has become a reality. And I'm very blessed to know every single one of you. Thank you so much for making my life so much better with your friendship. And you know, many of you I have been able to talk to, and we've shared stories, but there's so many of you I haven't met yet, and I'm eager to know. We all have a story. We all begin from a beginning. And maybe someday I will hear your story and you will inspire us. We have 5 children together. 2 of them have been born during the time we've been in For Life. And I could stand here and tell you so many great stories about the products and the testimonies I have. But you all know because you have your own testimonies. Again, with David and Bianca Lizenby and Steve too, we have a wonderful company that supports us in every way. And we have you. And we're very, very, very blessed. I want to also thank my Heavenly Father, because He also gave us this opportunity by bringing it to us. I want to thank you all, and I want to end by saying that we love you, and we look forward to seeing you in future events in your country. Thank you.
Okay. Now I'm going to show. Do you remember that, Gabie?
That was back before I prepared myself. Oh,
I know. And that was one of the, can you hear me? Yes, right?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay. That was one of the things that I actually wanted to point out, that this was very long ago. This was like 10 years ago, and Gabie is another Gabie today. Gabie is an incredible speaker. She is delivering her own message. At that time, I remember, I think this convention and a couple more I saw her, she would always get nervous and do that giggle that I could see she was nervous, and it's almost like you could see her talking in front of 8,000 people, but she was nervous. And now she's grown so much as that network marketer, leader, and woman that she is. In these past 4 or 5 years, she's grown more than ever, delivering her own message, and not just the message of Dave and Gabie, or just the message of, I'm going to introduce to you my husband. And so it was really nice, because the 2 things I love about that video was that you recognize the moms. You said moms and single moms. stand up, and then they're all clapping, and that's why the person that is recording points out to the moms that are so that was beautiful for me because I was a single mom, so every time I cried. But the other thing was you're always acknowledging God, you're always acknowledging, you're humble, you're saying, many of you I know and many of you I don't. And so there's just so many good things on that little clip where you're not even the speaker. You're just introducing Dave. And so I can't wait to see Gabie as the main speaker at one of our conventions. Now, to finish, and I know we're over our time, I'm sorry, because I had so many issues with my mouse. I'm going to show you now the clip of the other woman, just because it's going to also help. It's 3 minutes. And then we're going to close with the last question. I'm going to go back here, share. I love that video, Gabie, even though it's like 10 years old, and it just reminds me of that old Gabie and how much you have grown in this industry as a network marketer. By the way, did you all know that the largest income earner of this industry is a woman? She passed away this year, and she was Jessie Lee, and she passed away. She was under 40. I think she was like 32 years or 36 years, very young woman. And she was the top earner of any man and woman in the network marketing industry. Okay. And Gabie and I would do these little clips. I have to do more of her when I start working with her. But here is the other lady, and I'll put the clip on our chats after.
Sientes que no puedes salir del pozo donde estás y que por más que te esfuerces trabajando, no ves.
Hi everybody, this is Regine, and Regine is from Germany. This is such an amazing opportunity to create a video on the Why Not You series, because this woman has been telling me about how inspiring she has been through her career and her family life, adopting a beautiful son. And I just want to ask her a few questions. Regine, what is the best advice you can give women when we're starting a new business or a new project?
I think the most important thing is, like for all projects, to have a clear plan, and for the females especially to never give up. If problems occur, that's normal, that they have the self-confidence and belief in what they really want.
And when we do find that challenge, how do we find somebody where to turn to?
Somebody who would give us an advice, or I think so many are around. During my career, and I was the only woman wherever I did show up on the management levels because Germany is lagging behind here. I was just approaching managers and I said, would you be ready to be my mentor? And they were all happy. Nobody said, it's not my thing, I have no time for that. Everybody felt good and said, it's good that somebody wanted advice. So don't wait, and just look for the right people where you feel they can give you at that moment in time a little bit of a feedback, a mirror, and telling you how they see your approach.
Wonderful. Now, you have told me about really great accomplishments you did in your career life. What would you say was one of the greatest and proudest moments of your career?
Oh, there had been so many. If I look, I think the best moments had been in my private life.
Okay,
and
I
always made sure. Yeah, I think it was really, we were really lucky when I was 50 years and I got a second son from Eritrea, and it was from both sides. I always tell the people and say he trained us. We trained him to be German a little bit, very accurate, keep meetings, be in time, tell us if he's not coming back as we agreed upon. And on the other hand, he trained us a lot on to relax a little bit, to lay back and say, okay, it must not all be a German perfection everywhere.
Absolutely. Okay, one other question, and one of the things that really amazed me was that she's traveling, I guess, pretty much the world on her own now. She's doing just 2 trips a year, but she was on an amazing trip already. Now we're here in Alaska. And so how does a woman get this power to not be afraid to travel alone and to be able, and you were already a strong person in your business life, but where do you get the strength to not be afraid to do things that other people would just be panic about?
I think it was a famous writer who did say once, you only regret things you hadn't done. You never regret something when there a little problem occurs. The only thing is that you look back and say, I would have had a chance to see a lot, to do a lot, and I just missed it because I was afraid. So sometimes I'm really afraid right the day before I start my traveling. I think was it crazy to do that? And then you manage it all. You just have to go for it.
Oh, Regine, thank you. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching this, remember that this series of videos I'm calling Why Not You? Because we are all capable of doing anything and everything that we have set our minds to, but we have to set our minds to it. So stop dreaming and start doing, and travel around the world if that's your dream. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Can I show you something that kind of messed?
Okay, let me stop that share. What do you think about that, Gabie?
Well, you know, every mentor, whether man or woman, has something to share and something to ponder on, you know, something to, you know, if you want to change your life, you do need a mentor. You know, you need that daily motivation. You do, just like we need water, we need air, you know, and, you know, I think all of us, if we do something consistently, I know we get good at it. We just have to find what we want to do, how we want to do it. You know, I mean, I can make the best cookies in the world, but if I don't have people trying them or eating them, then, you know, I'm not going to have success because I'm keeping them to myself. And I'm kind of saying that we have the best products in the world. And it's our job as affiliates to go out there and tell people about it, you know? And a lot of times we need to, like in this instance, I'm looking at our probiotics, you know? What are the main features? At least work on that. Work on memorizing what the main features are. You know, it promotes the growth of beneficial, friendly bacteria. 5 forms of different bacteria, you know? I mean, if you, with that bullet point alone, just also, it doesn't require refrigeration and it tastes amazing. You know, people are, I mean, I've tasted other probiotics and they're not that good. I mean, and ours is amazing. It's life-changing, actually. So, I mean, if you just approach somebody with that, you know, belief, then they're more open to try it. So, yeah, it was very, very nice. The presentation, that little, what is it? 2-minute conversation you had with this amazing Fortune 500 person, you know, and she was so humble too. She was so humble.
She was. Then when I read the story, I actually clipped it into the chat if you guys want to read it, because again, she did tell me, but I just didn't understand until I got home and read. Oh my gosh, I was like talking to this woman that when you read the article, you see it, how humble she is. So my point is, she was amazing. We kept writing for a few years. I haven't written her in a long time. Maybe I should write her and see. But the point was that she was traveling the world, and she wanted to travel the world because she said she had missed so much while she had her husband alive, and now she had to travel alone. So those are the things she actually didn't say in the video, because it was a motivational video, right? So I want to finish with what she said, which is, you only regret the things that you haven't done. So Women of For Life, the last 2 questions were, why do you think personally you have not been able to achieve your goals in network marketing yet? I want you to ask yourself that. And the last one is, would you be able to achieve your financial goals with the job or the career that you have today? And again, first you have to know what your financial goals are, which is where we started, and not just do it because you want to do it. Then that's when people say, oh, you're in a cult, you know, network marketing, and they don't respect you in your career. They don't respect you in your network marketing business. Yesterday, I had the blessing to be able to talk to Dave while he was at the dog park. I was with my new leaders. And I felt so proud that they were there because they are business people, both of them. She's the owner of a salon. She is, he's a lawyer. And I wanted to reach that moment where I could tell them, I am a network marketer. This is my career. And I want you to talk to my leaders, Dave and Gabie, and this is our career. I want people to recognize this is my career, respect it as if I was a lawyer or a business owner of a great salon, like my new leader. And they did. And I was just so proud and said, my gosh, I've reached a moment where I can talk to lawyers. And I feel that I don't need a degree of law or doctor or dentist or anything, because I already had one of those and never used it. It's like rolled up on somewhere under my bed. I nothing against it. My dad paid a lot for that university degree, but it's now that I'm in the happiest moment of my life. So with that, Gabie, are you in the happiest moment of your life, or do you have more dreams? And this is where we actually talked about on Friday, like, do you want more? Like, can you get more out of network marketing?
Of course, there's always room for improvement, but my goals are helping every one of you achieve your goals. And obviously, gosh, as much as I would love to do it for you individually, obviously there's no way I can do that. But, through these Zoom calls, there's a calendar on uplinepro.com that gives you 3 options of different languages in Portuguese, Spanish, and English. If you look up at the calendar to see what times Zoom calls are being presented every single day, then tune into a Zoom call. If you have, let's say, someone that is interested, invite them on the Zoom call. There's so many ways of building your business, and we have every single one of us does it differently. There is no, how can I say, there's no like you have to do it the way I do it type thing. Claudia builds different than me, and Dave builds different than me. So it's not a one size fits all. But one thing's for sure, you have to be consistent. You have to do it daily, and learn why. Okay, like I said, I love our probiotics, but if I'm going to talk to somebody, why do I love them? They're going to start asking me, well, how many strains of bacteria does it have? Why do you like it? What has it done for you? And you're going to be like, if you don't know, if you don't know the bullet points, then you're going to get stuck. And that's the thing. That's why you probably don't feel confident. You have to gain that confidence by learning a little bit about your product and why it's the best and why you represent this company.
Exactly, Gabie. That was it. That is the center of it all. Value yourself is about respecting your network marketing business the way that you want others to respect your network marketing business. If you have no respect for your network marketing business by training yourself, reading, growing, reading the books, not only about what for life is, but personal growth, then people will not value you and respect you the way that you want to. And then you're like, oh, why is no one listening to me? Oh, why does anybody say yes? They all say no. They do not see you yet with the respect that you deserve, because that respect, you have to earn it, and you earn it yourself, building yourself. Like Gabie says, Dave's #1 rule, learn a product a day, read about a product a day. And Dr. Regina, who is here, how many times he says, read a book every week or every month. Dr. Regina reads like a book a week or something like that. I think he reads like, I don't know how many books, but he posts them all the time. So are you reading books? Are you building yourself as a network marketer? Woman, there is so much for you to do in this business, but the one thing that I know, because I have had this repeat in my life many times, I have taken the shyest people from not talking to top levels, not yet in this company, but in the other one. And I'm going to close with that story. I'm going to hopefully see a lady on the 31st, if everything goes well. And she was one of the shyest people I've met. I've had so many shy people and shy stories, and I was able to build her to be the number 2 leader in the other company. And it was all through just hard work, believe in herself, knowing that she could talk to anybody, and her husband saw value in what she was doing, supported her, because the first thing you need to gain respect in is your family. If your family sees that you're serious in this business, then your friends will see you serious in this business, and then your community will see you serious, and then everyone, and then you will be able to attract those people. So don't if you are just going into a lot of Zooms and not getting the numbers or getting the results, and the check is not growing. I told the other lady in this group last week, she said, my husband doesn't let me go to convention. And I said, he doesn't respect your business yet. And it doesn't mean that it's because just the check that you're bringing. You need to tell him, this is valuable to me as a woman, because this is where I grow. You spend money on other hobbies. This is part of my social growth. This is the part of my personal growth. I learn with my people. And so you need to earn that respect. And it doesn't have to be with a check that you bring home. You build the respect of your network marketing industry in your family, with your children, and your husband or wife, in this case, by showing yourself respect for what you're doing every day. So with that, we're going to open. Anybody, any comments? We're closing today. Thank you very much for being here. Anybody wants to finish? Any comments? Any comments?
Just mention tonight's call that we have with
Yes. So for North America, or those the people in Africa that wake up early, like Margaret sometimes shows up. I don't know if Margaret's still here. We have Girl Talk, and Girl Talk is our Monday talk. It's actually called Girl Talk Real Talk, because now we're getting a lot of men and also to be our speakers. Girl Talk and Real Talk is our talk where we talk about different topics. And why it's becoming very popular, because we don't just talk about for life, and we don't just talk about health. We talk about everything that is health and wellness related. So it is a good venue to bring people that are going to be aligning with your vision. And when you align people to the vision of health and wellness, you're able to funnel who is interested. If you invite 20 or 30 people to this talk and you get 3, trust me, those 3 are going to listen to the talk on Wednesday, which is health-oriented, or Dr. Gina's talk tomorrow, health-oriented. And you're also going to be able to bring them into a business opportunity. So it's a funnel. It's a funnel. We call it funnels, which is what people are attracted to, what you are attracted. Gabie and Dr. Rani do a great job every Monday night. And so bring your people. It's, they're working hard to get, like I said, it's a funnel. You see who's interested in what you're doing. We don't talk about insurance. We don't talk about travel packages. We talk about, and the insurance example is last week, we had an insurance person talking about how important wealth and organization and discipline are in your life. So you see, so we're not trying to get people to buy insurance from us, but we're trying to get who is aligned with wellness in all the aspects of your life. So don't miss tonight with, she wrote a book, Lena, and I'm just going to invite you. Let me just go to this. I just want to get her last name properly. She's a doctor. Dr. Lena Wins-Scroggins. Everybody's invited. And Lena is, let me read this. Lena woke up one day to the harsh reality of homelessness at 51, uncertain about her future. And with less than 100, she set out to a daunting journey, determined to navigate alone for the first time. Despite facing numerous obstacles, her flicker of hope guided her through, leading her to discover a new purpose. She shares her inspiring journey, emphasizing the power of faith, perseverance, and unwavering belief in God's presence, and even in the darkest moments, finding a glimmer of hope. Lena already joined our 4Life team by becoming a customer. So it's great not only to support the talk, but to support those that are joining our 4Life lines that can bring a message to the world. So Thank you, everybody. I'm going to unmute all of you so you can say hi to Gabby and say hi to me and say hi to each other. And remember, how many days until convention? Gabby, how many more days until convention? I lost my count. 23.
Like 33, something like
Less
that.
than a month, less than a month. So everybody, I see you at convention.
Thank
See
you,
in
thank you
Utah.
for everything, people. Thank you. Excelente.
Thank you,
Thank you
everyone.
very much, ladies. Good night.
Thank you,
Thank
everybody.
you,
ladies.
everybody.
It's good
Thank
to
you
see
much.
everybody.
Thank you. Thank you, Gabriela. Thank you, Claudia. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Ingrid, for
Thank you.
participating. Thank
Thank you,
you.
amazing ladies.
Bye.
Bye-bye, everybody. Happy International Women's Month. We celebrate the whole month and the whole year. It's good to be a woman. Bansi, good to see you. Thank you for your help. Thank
Bye,
you, Dr.
everyone.
Tina, for sending me the talks. Thank you, Mati Gomez. Bye-bye. Jesse, good to see you here too. Marcos, Margaret, Susan, Elda. Thank you, everybody. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.